Hey everyone, this is Chef. Welcome back to Reus2, where we are continuing to work through our Gold Star spirits. We have Goddess, Diplomat, and Botanist left. We will be playing random giants, and we're gonna see where this one takes us. We have 3 Era 3 turning points we still need to finish. We need to do Sludge Corp at 3 stars. We need to do Age of Horror, and we need to do, I forget what it's called, like Paradise Planet or something like that. So we're just going to see where this one takes us. It could maybe be a Sludge Corp game. Phosphorus is kind of interesting in that we can have non-food plants give us food, but we don't have a really nice 3-star biotica to really push our food to the next level before we pop Sludge Corp. Titan Graveyard is kind of neat in that we get Mystery in the Savannah. I don't really know what our strategy... I mean, I know how to make Diamond work, obviously, but the rest of these, we don't really have, like, a unifying strategy here, except maybe we can get a bunch of free food out of Phosphorus. But I don't really see anything that pulls us one direction or the other right now. We are starting with Goddess. Goddess is going to want money. That seems like a Savannah desert kind of deal. Give me 3 patches to the left. Number of micro slots is doubled, okay. Okay. And then you've got Creek. I know that one. Give you a nice desert here, and then we'll get Goddess set up here in this Savannah. I'm also thinking, the last couple games we've done, it's felt like 3 tiles hasn't been enough. And we know we're going to use expansion charges. So what if we started making our villages 4 on each side instead of 3? Northern Dune Citadel, 3 wealth, no boosters so far. But we can go gold, and then... Well, actually, we could just do animal, because you're gonna be a critter biotica. You're not a critter, but you are a predator, so this rattlesnake will be 20, and the sandcat will be 25. You can go here. Rattlesnake can go here, and then later we could add your boa there. Very animal-focused desert so far. You take one of those. That should push you to 3. Yeah, okay. So that'll be Goddess at 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then village tile. And then we'll just get ready for some expansion charges. I would like to start generating food for those expansion charges. Oh, Cat Temple would be kind of interesting. We've never taken Cat Temple, so let's do it. I'm not even going to read the other ones. What does your mystery give you? A little extra food. Yeah, that works out great. Give me a second. Cat. And then give me a jerboa. Or do we have a plant that's better? No. We'll have to find an opportunity to put a mineral in here at another time. I'll go Diplomat on this. Because I want a very wealthy desert. And I don't trust the Skeptic's ability to generate science from Forest Desert. Okay. Diplomat is going to want 5 prosperity. We do have an Omni booster over here. Do we have anything really good to put there? Soda Ash? Not quite. Not quite. We could get elephant grass to 25, but I think we might draft savanna and see if we get anything good to put there. Now you want a mineral, because that's going to turn on Jerboa. I would be willing to give you... I don't think we need sagebrush. I'd be willing to give you a second Jerboa for another 15 food. And then give me expansion tile. And expansion tile is going to go over here. We'll just start making this huge. And then you have Savannah 1, 2, 3, 4, Savannah 1, 2, 3, 4, and then village will go here at the far end of it. There's our diplomat quarter done, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's going to work out just fine for our starting 3 villages. Wait for our Savannah Titan to finish lumbering over here. Botanist. Yeah. I'm over Pirate Queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's here. Pirate Queen in the last one, she's too angry. She makes enemies out of everybody. Also, remind yourself what your goddess spirit is. Biotica within the goddess city borders. Gain 50% food science gold. Alright, so goddess is going to want the diamond. Goddess is also probably going to want the Titan graveyard. Which is here. Well, no, because it doesn't give a mystery boost. It only gives gold science and food. So maybe the diplomat can get her hands on the Titan graveyard. Because your mystery is food gold. We'll see. We don't have to pick right now. You can do fruit picker for 120. I don't know that I have 4 fruit biotica though. Fishing hut's not going to happen. We don't have ocean yet. 100 science for element biotica. 80 gold for trapper. I think Stonecutter's probably going to be easiest to put together here. And a little bit of technology will be useful, so you can go redstone, sagebrush, and that'll get set up. And then we only have 1 element over here, but we can draft a second one. Flowergate has a gold patch, so you can go... Oh, but you need plants within borders. That's an annoying gold patch. Maybe moss agate would be better there than a stoat. And then you've also got an animal patch, but you need element. Man, these patches are not helping me out. Or the boosters are not helping me out. So you do that. That's 20 food because it'll be next to a mineral. Then you can just have an ash tree randomly. There you go. That takes care of Botanist Settlement 1. And then I just need to push Diplomat to 15. Which I could do with a rabbit on the animal, but I'd rather have the stoat on the animal booster, and then when the next era turns over, I can put the rabbit next to it, and that'll pop you up to 15. Maybe. It'll get you close. So it's a fine first era so far. We actually didn't need to draft at all. So it's nice to be able to bank those draft charges until later when we know more about what we might need. You do still need 2 more element biotica, but we'll get a border expansion soon. Options are Iron Age, Monument Age, Neolithic Revolution. I feel like everybody has decent access to food right now. Desert is going to be a little annoying to make Neolithic Revolution happen. Actually, you didn't take plant bonuses for anybody. You took Cat Temple, you took Element Biotica, and then you took something else that's neither. I don't think I can take Neolithic Revolution. It's going to be too hard to put the plants down for the farms for each of those. Our technology is okay, but we don't have a really good science mineral. But if we picked up, like, limestone, for example, we would. And it is the Diplomat building it. And the Diplomat wants Element Biotica. Yeah, we might do Iron Age, because I think the Diplomat is going to be really excited about a Great Forge. Versus Monument Age, Goddess wants to build a monument, gold for each city on the planet that's smaller than her city. That would be easy to make, because the Goddess is getting 50% extra from everything. But Goddess has 2 element biotic borders. I feel like this is going to be easier. We'll go for Iron Age. It plays well into the fact that we want to give the Diplomat element biotica anyway. And now we can give you... we can give you an iron, and then we can give you a mossy stone. So iron can go here. Rabbit can go here to turn our stove on. That will put you to 15 prosperity, probably. And then that puts you at 3 element biotica. This will put you at 4 element biotica, so that will finish your stone cutter. Botanist and Diplomat are friends. You're also at 55 science out of the Great Forge. I think we can still push that higher, but I don't need to worry about you for a little while. Goddess Town. Do I have any cats that can go in Savannah? No, not yet anyway. I wouldn't mind drafting... I want to draft Savannah once, and I want to draft Desert once, and I'm looking for cats. Spotted Hyena gets gold for each adjacent mineral. Great Forge only applies to Diplomat, right? Yeah, it's only within borders. You want Cat Biotica. We don't have Cat Biotica, and I don't really know what your theme is right now. On the other side of the savannah, we could get 100 science out of Undergrowth. We could also get 100 food out of Undergrowth. I don't think you're going to have any problem generating food if we're able to plunk down a hazelnut tree in your forest long term. I don't think we have great choices for trees in Savannah. We could draft Umbrella Thorn, but that still only puts us at 2. We're not going to be able to get to a 3rd tree unless we also draft Forest. We could maybe get to 3 trees, actually, now that I look at it, but I think Undergrowth is just going to be easier. So go ahead and take Undergrowth, which means that I can take a good Undergrowth Biotica. I do kind of want to take Barley, because I can also put Barley in the desert. It's a good food plant for the desert if we need it. It's pretty hard to get food out of plants in the desert. So that seems like something nice and flexible to grab. It also gives us bonuses for adjacent Undergrowth Bioticum. I think an Umbrella Thorn is going to be fine, and Barley is a good pickup as well. But I don't think I have any plans to use this gold booster. Because Wild Dog definitely doesn't fit there. Soda ash doesn't fit there. Redstone kind of fits there, but then it's only 10, and you want to be next to adjacent undergrowth anyway. I think it's going to be safest to just ignore that. So we would do barley, okra, elephant grass adjacent to 1 animal, and then umbrella thorn here would be adjacent to 3 undergrowth. So undergrowth here. That puts you to 3 plants. It puts you to 2 undergrowth biotica. Here's the expansion that we wanted. Okra here. Elephant grass here. That puts you at your 3. But then umbrella thorn here. Well, actually, you're done already. I don't need to put the rest of that down. Let's save it a little bit. You want to get to 40 prosperity. I would love to have a nice big biotica to put on that super booster. I just don't think I have one available yet. I do have 2 plants available in this row. So that'd be 15-15 for soda ash. Draft desert, see if you can find another cat. Birds? Those aren't going to help you. This is exactly the rock that we wanted, though, to pump the Great Forge Science up. Fan palm really doesn't do anything for us. None of these are cats, so the goddess doesn't care. None of those are gold. Ostrich isn't gold. You could also take lapis lazuli. Just as the world's easiest gold generator. And actually you might want to, because you do have diamond coming up. Yeah, we'll take lapis lazuli and diamond just work together so well. Because that draft is 3 total gems. And then you could lapis lazuli here. And you could get it adjacent to gem, gem, gem. But you'd also want to find a place to put a 3rd cat. Oh, on the planet! It's not even in that biome, it's just anywhere. That changes things. So this will push you to 40 prosperity. Maybe. I didn't realize it was anywhere on the planet. We still only have that 1 cat. And then you would want to be next to an animal. That gets you to Royal Jewel 1. I guess soda ash is kind of the best thing you can do there. It's 30. Amethyst is 20. You are 25. You're 25. Yeah, soda ash is going to be the best thing to put on the super booster. And then you also need more science from the Great Forge. How are you going to pull that off? You might just need to stack iron. So iron 1. Iron 2. Do you have any other good science rocks, like for the desert? You could put another iron down. Replace the sagebrush, maybe? You could also draft forest. Maybe there's a good science rock in the forest. The antimony's not bad. Kinda have to take that. Because I think we're gonna need it to push Great Forge over the edge. In fact, we're almost certainly going to need it to push Great Forge over the edge. We're only at 30 of 40. Each adjacent bioticum with base science up to 2. I'm gonna run 3 village, I think. Because I can't afford nomad charge plus expansion charge. We just don't have enough food. Plus 20 if adjacent to a plant. Can't currently happen. Are you thinking about expanding? You are thinking about expanding. So if I give you an antimony here, you will want that. And you will expand to it. Yep, come get that antimony. That's an extra 40 science waiting for you. So it's going to give an extra 20 to the Great Forge. That's going to put the Great Forge at 50 of 40. Haven't loved our drafts this round, but I think we'll make out okay. There's your antimony, there's your 80 iron, and then I need to put down one more cat. You just care about cats on the planet, right? So I could put a cat here. And then this cat only cares about critters in the biome. We're gonna have a lot of money, so you can spend money on this and then put a cat here. So that's Cat Temple. Stonecutter is good. Herbalist is good. Those are your 3 village projects. They're all going to be ready to go. You just have to figure out where to spend your micro. You have Mantis, gold on animal, Jewel Beetle, gold on mineral, Worm, food on plant, Centipede, plus 40% mystery on animal. Don't we have like a really good animal that generates mystery? No, you're thinking of Titan Graveyard. And then 20% science for each adjacent animal. I don't think we have anything that pumps science right now that would be adjacent to a lot of animals. Like the iron is okay, the antimony is okay, but none of them are worth the 20%. It is worth noting that this is the only way we can generate science through micros right now outside of Centipede. But for this case, I think we're just going to look for cases where someone's very close to a trade route. Or to growing. 2 of 10, 3 of 10, 9 of 10. This will trigger an extra trade route if I upgrade... Oh, you're going to trigger a trade route natively. You haven't even finished counting your money yet. Alright. You are within range of a population upgrade if I give you a worm. You are within range of a population upgrade if I give you a worm. You are within range of a population upgrade if I give you a worm, but you have no plant. So I'm going to upgrade your money instead, because it's the only other kind of micro that we have. Put an extra 25 gold on this rattlesnake. Get him excited about life. And then that is all of your micro. Finish counting your stuff, and then we'll go to a new era. Oh, we should be putting all the micro in the desert, because you get an extra 50% out of it. So this isn't plus 25 gold, it's plus 38 gold, because you're getting an extra 50% out of it. Yeah, we really need to focus on this goddess city and getting it huge. The diamond is going to go crazy here. Alright, so that's Great Forge done. Time for Era 2 turning point. What do I feel strongly about right now? Not really our science output. I would love to get better gold output out of the goddess city. We'll be able to fully finish our Lapis Lazuli synergy next era. After you get a tile expansion, so Merchant Age would be pretty interesting. And everybody's friends now, so they are all trading. I don't want to kill the goddess. The goddess is fine right now. Goddess at 10 food is brutal. If goddess was gold and diplomat was science and botanist was food, I'd feel a lot more comfortable with that, but this is all backwards, so we're not doing castles and knights. And we did damned plague last time. Faucet science, and I do not feel confident about my science right now, so I think we're just doing merchant age. And then we'll focus on trade routes. Everybody has decent access to gold right now. Fur clothier. 240 gold if there's 3 fur biotica within borders. 240 gold's a lot of gold. And it only takes 3 patches. So go ahead and take a fur trader. Do you have any fur animals? No, but you could probably pick one up if you needed to. Diplomat wants an animal breeder. I love animal breeder. It gives you everything. You can never not make me take animal breeder. I think it's just too good for what it is. But I do need another domestic animal. Grey wolf is domesticable. It's 2-star though. Raccoon dog. You don't have access to a forest though. I was thinking for diplomat, or what's her name? You know the one. Goddess. That's the one. Palace cat is also fur, but you don't have access to taiga. So we're ignoring Goddess here. Goddess really has no sway on this decision. All plants in this biome gain 50 science is wild. I mean, look at how good our plants are going to be. We're going to put down phosphorus and zinc, and our plants, no matter what else they do, are going to be plus 50 science, plus 25 food. That's just really cool. I just think that's neat. So give me zinc. And then I need either savanna or desert fur. Marabou does not have fur. Warthog will not have fur. Gazelle will not have fur. Parakeet obviously will not have fur. These are savanna gems, so we're not going to be able to get lapis lazuli synergy from them. Ugly bioticum gain 100. Titan graveyard is not ugly. Umbrella thorn is not ugly. This is more undergrowth, and it's also extra flower. Actually, we want scavenger bioticum for Titan graveyard. Maybe we should take Marabou. And a warthog is also a scavenger, apparently. And these guys are ugly, so they have like a little bit of synergy going on. Yeah, why not? We'll make an ugly savanna. And then desert. Furs, please? Ibex is fur! Okay. Rat is not fur. Any easier fur to get? No. We're pretty married to Ibex here. It wants to be adjacent to minerals, though, and lapis lazuli is mineral, and a diamond is a mineral. So we can make Ibex work. That's a possibility. And then botanist, what do you want to make? You want 8 plants within borders. You want distinct plants within borders to make a great garden. What do you get from your mystery? That would put you at 160 food, 160 science. 6 trees seems like a pretty tall ask, especially after we burned all of our draft charges, but just to make sure. You have access to 3 trees in the forest in Era 2 and only 1 in the savannah. So you could get to 4 and that would only be 200. I think Great Garden's going to be easier. And then you're going to want plants. We definitely have one more plant that we can give you here that is going to churn out a ton of science. And then let's start working on this fur clothier. So, oh, Ibex is desert. Okay. So I probably want to erase Sandcat Jerboa. Put an Ibex here. And then put a... No, because then you're going to be down one fur. Fur is going to be a little annoying to get. I think we're going to have to settle for an okay synergy here, where we're going to have Ibex Sandcat to get to 3 fur, and then you're only going to get plus 60 food for each adjacent mineral for now, and later we might change it. Go ahead and upgrade this. It's also going to make your rattlesnake kind of unhappy, because it's not going to be next to a critter anymore. No, it will be, because you're just going to replace this with Sandcat. Because we need the fur. Right. Fur clothier done. I would really like you to expand at some point. Although I think the next time you expand, you're going to do it into the savannah. You are at 4 of 10 for your next trade route. Let's see if I can spin up a trade route for you. 3 of 10. You've got a lot of extra savanna out here to grow into. A kunzite would be fairly easy, and it would turn this okra on. And all we have to do is just not place another one. So that's a solid 30 gold. I don't want to place either of these animals. I don't think Wild Dog is good enough. So what else would you want to place there? You want to put an animal there. Put a guinea fowl there. And then you're going to plow these under. And you're going to replace them with something else. A T2 Savannah animal, actually. It's going to be Warthog, because we're going to replace... Well, actually just replace this with Kunzite again, probably, because I think Kunzite is fine. But I want Warthog to go here. Off you go. And it's a mineral booster. That's great for me. Is Wildebeest ugly? Wildebeest is ugly. So we can go Warthog here. Wildebeest here because... Oh, you're not Savannah Herd. I would have thought that a Warthog was Savannah Herd. We'll have to find a different place to go for Wildebeest. Warthog goes here. Marabou's going to go further out here eventually, I think. You are going to get Kunzite again. And then I think I'm going to plow that moss agate under. How are you going to get all these plants in here? Flower gate is not close on plants. You need +2. You'd need to replace the iron and the moss agate. Well, bamboo will be adjacent to 2. Maybe you can do this. You're adjacent to 2 if you go there. And then you will get 1 adjacent tree here. And that's going to hurt your science output from this iron, but I'm ready to abandon this iron and replace it with more domesticable animals. Like a rat. I'm actually going to do it now. Because that's going to turn your animal breeder on. So Great Garden done. Animal breeder about to be done. Was that your emblem that you just got? It was. All tree biotica gain +5/+5. We've put down most of the trees that we can. We could upgrade this. I don't love that this blueberry doesn't have its synergy on. What are you going to replace it with? We can't fit a camphor tree in there. The camphor tree just doesn't work because we need all 8 plants. So I don't think that gets upgraded this era. I still need to find a way to get you to 35 combined pop and technology, though. It may just end up using micros. Because I don't... Well, you are interested. If you're interested, that's different. Nickel is just a strong option overall. Guinea fowl's 15. You would be 20. You would be 25, but you're not adjacent to a plant. You're only 10. I guess it would be amethyst. So that makes Warthog even happier, but it doesn't really matter because Kunzite is just sitting there. Then you upgrade these, and you get ready to put your Marabou down. Plant booster. We don't have a 2-star Savannah plant, which is annoying. But you can go here. And then I could put an elephant grass here, and it would be adjacent to 2 animals. Doesn't really help us out on the gold front, but maybe it also doesn't need to. Underlord times 3. But I still have more ugly things I could put down. So that would be an extra 30 gold if I just put a wildebeest here and ignored the plant booster. And then if I can find one more Savannah Herd Bioticum to put here, I can get your synergy turned on, and I can bury both of these tiles, and they'll be very good. So let's put a really bad wildebeest down. We'll bump your gold uptake a little bit. You're at 30. I just need to get the diplomat from 12 gold to 30 gold. How would one go about accomplishing this? Because I don't have great gold biotic. I could replace you with a gem, which would make redstone sad. I could also upgrade this tile. I think that tile's ready to go. I can replace you with a sunstone. It would be hard to get it next to plant and animal. I could replace you with a basalt and just not have you next to a plant. Oh, and then I could have a sunstone here, and then I could have a plant here. That would work for me. Mineral boosters. Animal booster? Not quite. Not quite what I'm looking for. I think we're going to be ignoring that one. Basalt here. Sunstone is only going to be lifestone times 1. Adjacent to sets of plants and animals. So if I put an animal there instead, then I could go plant, plant, and sunstone here, and it would be a bunch of gold. But that's planning a little far ahead. I think I just need to get you to 15. Is this good enough? It would put you at plus 50 and 2 biodiversity. I think it's okay. It's not groundbreaking, but it's okay. We're probably going to need to use a Biotica booster to get it all the way over the top. So that's going to put you to 14 gold. We're also really close to triggering your next trade route, which I'm interested in doing. Jeweled Beetle on the Basalt because it's getting double gold. What's your micro for this era? 50 in tagged metal? Okay, that's way better. What else are you going to spend your science on here? Probably nothing. Oh, you unlock more the more you buy. I didn't realize that's how... They're fiendishly expensive, but I didn't realize that's how it worked. So you definitely Golden Stag Beetle here. Because it's going to be plus 75... It's going to be plus 100 gold. We still have 33 EM. We're done with Merchant Age. We're done with all of our level 3 requests. We do only have 3 villages, so I guess that would be why, but... This is proceeding very well. How far are you from next trade? You're going to be at 7 of 10? It would take a push, that's for sure. Burn a draft. It'd take a pretty big push. Oh, zinc. We could place zinc. Do you care about these animals? Not really, actually. Rat's domesticable, but we're currently at 3 domesticable animals. So we could bury Stoat, bury Rat, put down a zinc. Which would increase the science output of all 4 of these plants, giving you an extra invention. I'll do that this round. I'll do that this round for sure. Zinc me. What are you going to put in the other tile, though? You want to put a plant there. Adjacent to 3 bioticum types. This is going to be mineral. You'd want mossy stone to be a plant. I could probably do that for you. I can replace you with a blueberry. Because the blueberry will give you 50 science. So it's strictly better than the mossy stone. Zinc is crazy, man. Like, why would you put a mineral down when you could instead put down a zinc and then a plant? The goddess is about to have so much science. So you're adjacent to minerals here. Actually, you want to be next to a bioticum with a base science yield. You want to be adjacent to a tree. You're just a guy. I actually think you want white willow here. And then you want one more science plant here. Or any plant. Just a... No, because you want it to be a base science yield. Ash tree. So you should have a ludicrous amount of science now. Yeah, I would say that's a fairly ludicrous amount of science. You're at 6 of 10 gold. It's going to take a lot of work to get you to 10 this era. It's going to take a lot of work to get you to 10 this era. You have your 3 fur biotica. It's going to take a bit of work to get you to 10 this era. Are you interested in expanding? Disinteresting. Many biotica within borders. Oh, that's because you haven't done anything with your savannah over here. Scavenger, predator, domesticable. You care about ugly. You want to be adjacent to animal. You're just a guy. You want to be adjacent to animal. You want to be adjacent to plant. And I want you to get gold out of this. I have a plan for spending 20. And I think it's an okay plan. I may need to buy an extra 5 to go here so that you expand. But I think it should be enough gold that it gets you to your next trader. Wild dog, wild dog. Oh, we're gonna need more than that. Yeah, just buy it now. Here's your critter. You also want to be next to animal, so you can go here. So both of your dogs now are 30, but they're going to be higher as soon as the goddess claims this space, because the goddess is going to give them 50%. No, because they're not unique. She won't. Right? You have to be unique? No, it does not matter. Okay, so they're both 37. Amethyst is on. Mudpool's on. Soda Ash is on. How's your gold looking? 33? I need to push you a little higher. I can get you plus 50. That might be enough. Oh, hold on, we just got an extra market. Now it'll almost definitely be enough. And you're double gold. So a mantis here is going to do more than 25. It's going to be like 38. This should take you from 37 to around 60. 100? Wait, what? How does that math work? Huh, okay. Well, that's going to be your next trader. So you can go and trade for something for sure. And you still have Eon left, too. How close are you to your next invention? 3 of 10, 3 of 15. Not that close. 21, 25, 26, and you have your 8 plants. You actually still have 2 empty hexes as well. I don't really think this does anything, but I just want to flesh it out a bit. Oh wait, you want to be adjacent to a tree. I don't want to put another ash down. It's so boring. But then remember, each plant is an extra 50 science because of your zinc. This is such a weird forest. Just putting down 2 ash trees is 65 science each. But I think it's correct. Oh, because you have a botanist emblem as well. It's an extra +5. So, mental note to self. When we draft forest next, we need to take only plants. Because plants are stronger than anything else we could possibly do by a pretty wide margin in this forest just because of zinc. And then you have 1 more micro to spend. How close are you to next pop? Pretty close. You can have a worm. I think we might be upgrading that next turn if we see like a Kentucky coffee tree, for example. So stick a worm there. Count your food. We want to see trees. We want to see forest trees, specifically. The only synergy we're going to build in this forest is around hazelnut, which only needs 2 animals next to it. Everything else is going to be trees. If I see Sludge Corp, I think I might take it if it gets put in the bot city. The speak of the devil. So we want to maximize food from Biotica for the Sludge Factory until 40 eon has passed. We want to see a 3-star forest tree that gives us food for every plant. If we see that, then I think we have Sludge Corp on lock. What is the other biome you're next to? It would be a challenge to keep these around, because we won't be able to put down Warthog or Marabou. But I could also replace that portion of the savannah with something else. And then I could move Marabou, Warthog, etc. over to this side. I think I can do it. We can't do Tropical Paradise. The only other option would be Age of... Botanist has 40 money. I don't think Botanist has 40 money. He only has 26. And I don't have a plan for getting there, because the only thing you're good at pumping is science. So I think we're locked into Sludge Corp. Let's try Sludge Corp again. And we need to upgrade your food as fast as possible. Show me draft charges. Because that's what it's all going to come down to. Extra science for each science in the tree bioticum within borders with highest science. Medicinal bioticum. Jam maker is not going to happen. Medicinal bioticum. Tree with highest science. A camphor tree on your side of the biome would be really good. I just really want to see... I want to see what 3-star forest tree I can work with. A dove tree works for me. It's medicinal. It's not a food tree. All fruit are tagged harmony and gain. So we'd place a Chinese jujube, we'd get a ton of food out of it, and then we'd kill it, and we'd replace it with non-food yielding plants. That makes sense. South China Tiger I don't think makes sense, even though we'd probably want the gold. White mulberry would do very well for itself. Beaver would also do pretty well for itself. Man, maybe we take beaver here. Because we can have adjacent tree bioticum that are not food-giving. Reese's macaque would also be interesting, but fruit is going to be hard to pull off. I wish I could take both, because I would love to take the Chinese jujube, use it for its food, then kill it with Sludge Corp, and then replace it with a dove tree. But I can't take both of them. You also have Phosphorus coming up, remember. All plants gain 25 food for each distinctive mineral in the biome. That, I think I can deal with fairly easily. What are your building options again? What are you thinking about doing? 250 science for each medicinal. science for each bioticum with highest science. Those aren't great buildings for Sludge Corp. But I think Apothecary will be okay. I think I just want to juice your food up as high as I can. And then get rid of it all. Go for it. Don't think, only click. This needs to get upgraded. Plant booster. Love to see that. Not enough biodiversity. Fair. You're at 4. Adjacent to an herbivore bioticum. No, you need to focus on food. You don't have a 3-star forest animal. That kind of sucks. Dove tree is going to be a permanent fixture of the biome, so put it in now. That's going to put you at 9. You need to get to 10 for this thing. Stick a rat over here. And then how many medicinals are you going to have at the end of this? You didn't get a great science tree. Yeah, you really didn't. So I think you want to take medicinal instead. Good. You would also really like to see a savanna draft. You put your rat down. That's going to put you to 12. So now you can go here. And then from here, you're going to build out. All fruit are tagged harmony and gain 25 food, 25 science for each distinct bioticum. You're not fruit. You are fruit, so you want to be next to plant, animal, mineral. I will give you dove. And I'd really like the phosphorus to get out here. Because you're going to have base science, and you're going to have base science. So I think I want to upgrade you. And put phosphorus here. This is where our phosphorus will live. And then you'll need to be an animal. You'll be dove. We actually have flexibility here if we get a good booster. No booster? That's fine. Give me dove. That's going to put you to 5 biodiversity. You need to get to 7. Yeah. So how are you going to get to 7? This will put you at 6. And this will put you at 7. I know we can... No, you're at 7 already. Save the Eon. Save the Eon. Save your Eon. You will be adjacent to 2 Biotica with base science. Alright. Good. Then, you want fruit. So we upgrade here, because these should both be on. Plant booster. Is that what you were looking for there? It can be, yeah. It would be a really good marula. But we also need to get hazelnut down. We can go hazelnut. This works, actually. Hazelnut and marula can both go here. Hazelnut is a fruit. It's going to be next to animal, mineral, plant. No, hazelnut's not a fruit. But marula is a fruit, and it wants to be next to mineral, plant, animal. Which it will be. And then you're a fruit, so you want to be next to a mineral to get the bonus. And then you're an herbivore. We're going to save that one. We're going to wait on that. 20 if adjacent to plant, 5 if adjacent to plant, 20 science straight up. We'll go 20 science straight up. Good. Botanist is going to have a monstrous amount of food. I have 2 more that I can place. One of those I would like to use to turn on wildebeest. So I need a savanna draft that shows me a savanna herd animal. Like an oryx. All undergrowth gain 30% food, science, and gold. Is going to do, I think, a pretty significant amount of work. You're not going to have time to put it down. You would need to take this, and you would need to play sorghum oryx. Actually, you kind of have the biodiversity to do that. Well, how much would it really help? Also, man, pink diamond. Well, you get pink diamond here as well. And if you wanted to turn the savanna into a predator haven, you could pick up a white-backed vulture, which is ugly. Lion's ear is medicinal. You want scavenger, though. Scavenger. You can pick up 1 scavenger from the serval. And I think you can pick up a handful of grass as well. But you won't be able to place a secretary bird in this biome because it's food. But that's probably fine because you can't afford to place more Apex Biotica. So it's scavenger here or scavenger here. Adjacent to element and predator. That's not that good. Give me the 3-star instead because it's a predator. And maybe that matters for some reason that you can't think of. Sure. I don't know about that pick. Wait, didn't you need a herd? You can just put a second wildebeest down. You can just put a second wildebeest down. I think you might want to replace that kunzite. What are you getting 115 food from? Oh, the phosphorus, right, for each distinct mineral in the biome. Wait, doesn't that mean you want another distinct mineral in this biome? To push all these higher? I think it does. I think you tin here. Because it's going to push phosphorus food output higher. And then do you have anywhere else you could put down another mineral? Can I ignore the fact that you need an animal breeder now? I can. So I could get rid of that rabbit. It'll be minus 35 food. And then plus 25 food on every plant. Yeah, you need to just put down another mineral. And then what do you want? I'm gonna come back and worry about you later, because we're about to trigger Sludge Corp. I think that's the best way to go about that. We got an enormous amount of food before we blew this thing up. But we continue getting food out of these because of phosphorus. So now we can replace all of these plants with non-food plants. Which we actually don't have a ton of. Dove is not going to go there. Alright, so how do you want to handle this? Adjacent to 3 different bioticum types. I can make you next to plant, animal, and mineral. Because I can put a stoat here. And then you're still going to have a ton of food. But you need to start triggering traders. Minus 13 of 15 science. Oh no. Because we can do like this. And then another 3-star plant. You're going to be next to mineral, animal, and plant. So I can do this. I think it's all just going to be camphor trees. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good one. And then I can put you next to bamboo. So that's next to 3 different bioticum types. You generate 450 food. But it's a rank 1 though. You're not going to get food out of any of those. But you do need to put down an iron because it is a distinct mineral. You also need to find a way to put down an onyx, but I don't think herbivore bioticum can even exist here anymore. So I think you might need to skip that one. And then you need to be next to 1 more plant. I'll just give you an ash tree. Diplomat decided that Forest Giant is not welcome around the city. Oh, yeah? We'll see about that. Try some of this on for size. See how that makes you feel. Each completed city request on the planet. All of the rest of these are not great. So just take a hotel. And then maybe that will get you to your prosperity threshold where you appreciate having the forest giant around again. You think you'll get the giant next time? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that, lady. So Sludge Corp is 970 gold. We have 3 medicinal bioticum. This savannah is in ruins, but we'll take care of it later. I think the next thing I need to do is get your... Oh wait, botanist needs, you're at 245 of 250. I actually need to focus on this savannah now. And we would do that with what? I need undergrowth plants that don't give food. Did I draft my last savannah already? I did. Undergrowth plants that don't give food. We never really got any. Put an elephant grass here. You're going to have to replace this kunzite with 2 animals. I think it's going to be double wild dog again. Next to prey or critter. I can't do that for you because everything is... Oh no, wait, I can do a parakeet. Parakeet's not food. Get in there. Yeah, just parakeet there, and I think it'll be fine. Just get to 250. Just get to 250, and then I can calm down. 246. 247, 248. You're gonna get real close there. How many people have you traded your sludge with, though? I actually don't think it matters. I need you to get one more trader. This needs to be... I need to just get your gold a little higher. Just a tiny bit higher. I don't need a micro for it. I can use a mineral for it. Redstone will do. The elephant grass is going to be sad. It's not next to animals, but I have almost none good animals. Oh no, wait, I have rank 3s. Your grass. Hold on. Hold everything. Hold the phone. We're gonna put a serval here, and it's gonna go insane. And that's gonna take care of all of your problems, and you're never going to have problems ever again. Upgrade. Oh my god, it's a super booster. Is that actually that good? It's only going to be 100 gold? No, it's going to be a little more, but it's not going to be amazing. Do you have a better rock that you could put there? You don't boost, yeah, you don't boost mystery. Each adjacent scavenger or predator, that's not the right spot for you either. You go here. The Titan Graveyard, I think you want to belong to the goddess. Oh, that's Sludge Corp dumb. Okay, well, okay. Alright. So if we end early, every unspent 5 Eon gets turned into 1 bonus prosperity. I can get so much more prosperity than 1 prosperity per Eon. I can do much better than that. Each scavenger bioticum. I really wish I could put that warthog down. I really wish I could put that secretary bird down. It's so dumb. But I think I'm just gonna spam servals and elephant grass. Oh, and then minerals. You need minerals in here too, because each mineral with phosphorus is gonna give more food from your elephant grass. Yeah, put all your distinct minerals down too. 2 plant biotica in biome. What do you mean food? Oh, because it's food mineral. Okay, fine. Have one of those. I think the goddess would rather have kunzite. And there's a super booster available for it. Go ahead and take one of those. For each adjacent scavenger or predator. You want to go in here. And then what do you want? Okay, we're going to be making you a diamond, so take the ringsmith now, even though it looks really unimpressive. Take a nickel. That's going to be extra food out of all of you. You're going to need to buy some upgrade charges. I don't know how many, but that seems like a good start. Upgrade these, because I really would like to get Titan Graveyard plus Vermiculite down. Mineral boosters, please? No? Alright, fine. Each scavenger, each distinct scavenger. You're not going to have a ton of those, but you're going to have a few. So there's your Vermiculite. Here's your Titan Graveyard. It's not an amazing Titan Graveyard. Hold on, no, it is? Actually, it's crazy. Hold on. I did not notice what micro I got for that. What is your mystery? 5 gold, 2 food? Yeah, so this is a very mysterious Titan graveyard. And with 14 plus 5, I think it's time for the Ibex and the Sandcat to go. It's time we started putting together our final form of our Lapis Lazuli synergy. Adjacent to sets of Gem and Predator. So Predator, Predator, Gem, Gem. Turquoise. Diamond. Why are you Sludge? Oh, because you traded for it. I didn't realize that trading for it destroyed it here as well, but it doesn't matter, because gems don't make food. Adjacent to Gem Bioticum? Absolutely. And then Desert Draft. More gems, please? More gems. I just need one more gem. Can I just get one gem? Plants that died to Sludge Corp don't count as Legacy Biotica, do they? No, they don't. Okay. So methane is not going to be great. Enargite is not going to be great. Each plant on the planet except on that biome, that's not going to be great. Pomegranate you can't place. Cotton is not going to be great. I need a gem. I need to reroll. That's a gem. a ruby will do. A ruby will do just fine. Alright, so this needs to be on anything, because it's going to be an upgraded tile. There you go. Upgrade. This is the most stacked Lapis Lazuli that's ever existed. No mineral booster. This is crimes? You've done a crime. You can't put down either of those plants. You could put down a Damask Rose. You just need this to be adjacent to one more gem. Oh, never mind. Isn't Diamond take gem like 5 times? Yeah, Royal Jewel is on 1. So give me this Damask Rose, which is going to get some kind of insane Phosphorus buff that I don't even... Yeah, it's 260 food from Phosphorus, because there's so many minerals here. But it can go higher. Rubus. Yeah. And then, we'll just put down our last unique gem. Is there anything else hilarious that we can do? We have an empty slot over there for some reason. I don't think there's anything else we can really do here. I think Food Corp is unnecessarily restrictive, but it has spread everywhere. Right? You've got canned sludge. You don't have canned sludge yet? What's wrong with you? When's your next trade route? Man, I should have given you the Damask Rose. I didn't realize you still needed that good stuff. But you've definitely got it. Right? Trade routes? Canned sludge? Yeah, plus 3,300 food. That is a planet with 775 prosperity. No, wait, do you have any other hilarious mineral boosters that you could use? Yes, you do. You really do. Plus 150 and then plus 50%. Why don't you go live there? You're also giving 1200. I think you'll also be getting a scarab beetle. I wanna push this one. No, it needs 4. You're not gonna be able to get there. Can upgrade animal. It's not right. It's not. You need another 21 science. I don't think you're getting to another 21 science. You just don't have anything that can produce it. You do have upgrade charges, though. Discount when placing new biotica. You are missing 2 unique metals in this desert. So give me a mountain. Increase my Eon limit. One of them's a gold booster. If only you'd known. Because your Reus could have gone there. Your Reus can still go there. You're still going to be adjacent to 3 gens. Yeah. Get all of your biodiversity back from that ruby. And move it up here. Okay. One more unique rock. Need Eon to place biotica? That's not a problem. Sagebrush. It's 550 food. Oh man, dude, Phosphorus is so much fun. It's crazy. What a cool guy. Divinity's popping off. Yeah, that's just neat. That's a good time. You can even put down one more thing. My only regret is I wish I had drafted more minerals. If I'd known how powerful Phosphorus was going to be, I think I absolutely would have taken more of them. I did get you your extra trade route. I don't even know if you have anyone left who you can trade with, though. You do! What are you going to bring back? What are you going to bring back? Where are you going? What did you grab? I think you grabbed cool pets. Just rings, luxurious amulets, cultural exchanges. This was I still have 3 micro. You gotta spend those. 20% science for each adjacent animal. There has to be a place you can put that where it'll pop off. It's not going to be that elephant grass, though. Actually, plus 40% can upgrade animal. Do I have any great 3-star animals that I haven't placed yet? You could do a serval, and that would be fine. No. No. No, no. Alright, so it kind of has to be on a serval. And this one gives 315 gold. So I think it's going to be you. I don't know why your gold is so much higher than yours is. Maybe a legacy? Oh, yeah, because you've got legacy guns like twice. And then one more micro. Find a place to put it where it'll give you a prosperity. It's not going to give you any prosperity there. It will if you put food to the goddess. No, it'll only get you to 52. Or are they 25? They're 25. Actually, are you close to an invention threshold? No, you're not close to anything. You can just have a little worm. So that's a 3-village planet with 807 prosperity. That's pretty good. Also, more importantly, we finally finished Sludge Corp 3. So that is one more monkey off of our back. So next game, we either need to take Age of Horror, or we need to take whatever the tropical resort planet one is. And I'm going to have to read up on that one. Or, like, check the conditions on it to make sure we can actually hit it. Because it's like, you need rainforest, ocean, and savanna. So we may not do random giant selection for that one, just to make sure we have it. But that is a cool 808 prosperity planet. Sludge is now available across the globe. Very exciting news. Through the hard work of the Sludge Corp CEO, immense value has been created for shareholders. Sure, nobody can, like, grow food anymore. But, I don't know, have you heard of Phosphorus? Like, are you familiar with this? It is actually kind of messed up that, like, Phosphorus is an industrial fertilizer. And so it's a little thematic that the fact that we can still get food out of this disgusting polluted planet is because we are just producing an enormous amount of fertilizer. But we're not going to think about all that. We're just going to enjoy the fact that we finished the planet and that 3-star Sludge Corp is done. I'm very pleased with how that one went. I think that was one of our better games. We're not going to get a ton of unlocks here, but... oh, never mind. Maybe we will. One more. Give me them rewards. Coal? Chrome. I don't know Chrome looked like that. 20 science for each distinct biome that has base science yield. 50% for each distinct adjacent grass biome. In what? Savanna? Weird. Okay. So I guess you could get it big by surrounding it with, like, grass, but I don't think the grasses normally have good synergies with metal. I'm not exactly sure how to make that. The only two grasses I know are, like, barley and elephant grass. Legendary gold. 4 gold for each mystery and biotica on the planet? Okay. Very cool. That plus, like, Titan Graveyard plus Dolphin would be crazy. Lemongrass. 50 science for each grass, bioticum, and the biome. Okay, so maybe there's, like, some grasses that we hadn't unlocked. Like, I think millet's new. I've never seen that before. Lemongrass is obviously new. Maybe there is a little bit of grass synergy going on. And then emerald? No, titanite. Gold, rugged, danger for each mineral in the biome. That's pretty straightforward. I don't think that one's doing anything super fancy. All undergrowth gain 25. Yeah, alright, sure. It's still crazy how many things we're unlocking at this point in the game. Like, if we go to collection and we go to biotica, how much stuff have we not unlocked yet? Oh, some of it's going to be Ice Age. Yeah, that makes sense. So these are all done. Ice Age. Ice Age. Locked, locked, locked. Ice Age? No, locked. Locked, locked. Locked, Ice Age, Ice Age. We're getting down there. We don't have a ton to go, but there's still quite a few. So I guess it's going to be 3 unlocks from you, 3 unlocks from you, and then we might have a couple more unlocks that come from Prosperity. But we are down to our last 2 games to 3-star everything. So Age of Horror, Tropical Paradise. I believe we still have 2 leaders to go as well. Diplomat and Botanist. So we're going to be playing 2 more games for the purposes of unlocks, and if everything goes well, we can then transition into some of the milestones and we can do a little bit of achievement chasing to really push some of these games to the limit. But if you want to be around for that, you probably want to make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you know when these videos are going to come out in the future. If you are enjoying Reus2, make sure you leave a like on the video as well so that I've got a benchmark of how well it's performing and how much more we should play it. And if there's something else you want to watch me play instead, why not drop a comment and let me know what that game is. Till then, I'll see you guys next time, though. Have a good one.